Holden on Sport with West Shore Beach Inn.
Great food, not fast food. Enjoy the environment at the West Shore Beach Inn.
News Talk ZB.
Hawke's Bay's News Talk ZB coaching now. Each month we're going to focus on one coach from sport around Hawke's Bay. Today it's softball. Kevin Gettins has been around a long time coaching softball. His daughters are playing softball at a high level now, and he's been very instrumental in the success of softball in Hawke's Bay. Good morning, Kevin.
Morning, Ross.
When did your career start? Were you a player at the beginning?
Yeah, I grew up in Hutt Valley playing softball as a young fella for Wainui Armada and played 8th grade through in the Hutt Valley till I was about 20, then moved to Hawke's Bay and started playing.
You're also coaching the New Zealand Junior White Sox women's team. You're assistant coach there. You're going to Cape Town. I was just talking off air about the costs of these things. As a coach, you got to be involved in fundraising as well at that level.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Junior White Sox program's totally self-funded, so the girls who are ultimately selected will have to pay the full way to Cape Town. There'll be bits and pieces available, but the bulk of it will be up to the kids to raise and put forward to the trip.
Hawke's Bay has a great success rate in age group softball. What do you put that down to, Kevin?
Yeah, Hawke's Bay continues to punch above its weight in age grade. There's a number of factors in there. One of the key drivers is Hawke's Bay's been fortunate enough to have a good group of age grade coaches. The likes of Tom Markia, who's got a fantastic record. My wife Shemaine, she's been in there. Chubb Tangaroa, Ken Price. So there's been a number of very good age grade coaches who have contributed over the years, and that's really one of the key drivers for good results. The other thing is we have a lot of kids with natural ability, and they also are, because of our numbers in Hawke's Bay, they play above their age grade, so they get tougher competition week in and week out, and when they go to age grade tournaments, that all helps them.
When you're coaching down, say, 13, 14, 15-year age groups, what do you concentrate on?
We tend to focus a lot on skills, just getting the basic skills of throwing, hitting, catching. But the other instrumental thing is it's got to be fun for the kids. If you can introduce the fun factor with the skills, they keep wanting to come back, and it becomes very important to them. But skills is a big focus for us.
Do you think at times it gets a bit serious too soon?
Oh, yeah. Probably more with the parents and the kids, strangely enough. But yeah, it can do, but you got to manage that, because kids have a lot of options these days, and if you take the fun factor away, you can start to lose them.
As I said, you had great success down at the 13, 14, 15, up to 17. Your 19s do quite well. Do you notice it's harder to keep them motivated once they get a little older? Oh,
very much. We once again, I don't think we're any different to a number of sports who see a drop-off at that 18, 19, 20-year-old bracket, and that's reflected in our afternoon numbers. We do drop away, and it's just the options and the lifestyle that have changed over the years.
With the New Zealand Junior White Sox, you're the assistant coach. Who's coaching that side?
The head coach is Vanita Hokai from Auckland, and strangely enough, the third coach with us is Israel Nuku, who's an ex-Hawke's Bay person.
Yes.
And our scorer is Keith Deere, who's a Hawke's Bay person. So there's actually 3 of us in that management group from Hawke's Bay.
And it's the Junior White Sox, and we're going over to South Africa, to Cape Town. It's a World Championship, is it?
Yeah, it's the World Junior Championship. So there'll be 16 teams here, held over 10 days, from the 6th of December to the 17th of December.
And as an assistant coach, what's your major role?
I'll be involved in preparing them for the games. We'll do a bit of scouting of the other teams, because obviously we won't have a lot of information on the other teams, other than Australia, who we beat for the first time in the Test series earlier last year. So we'll be getting a lot of information. We've got a game plan how we think we'll approach it. We do have some strengths. Our hitting and speed will be 2 of those strengths.
And Australia obviously will be a very strong side. Any other sides that are really worrying as far as strength goes?
The Americans are very good, purely from their college system. They have a lot of college players. And the Asian teams are very good, the Japans and China.
Yeah.
New Zealand's currently, our under-19's finished 11th at the last one, so we've got a big step up. Australia were third at the last one, so it's going to be a tough tournament.
I often wonder about America. Where does softball fit in their world? Like, baseball is so important. Is softball kind of the old cousin? Or?
Yeah, what happens in America, it's the baseball is very much the men's focus. So very few women play baseball, but in their college system, softball is very strong because it's a team sport for women. So the way they set up their college funding and that, they put a certain amount of funding to women's team sports, and softball's one that gets a lot, so it's very, very strong and popular.
Excellent. Thank you for joining me this morning, Kevin. All the very best with your coaching and the New Zealand Junior White Sox in South Africa later on this year.
No problem. Thanks very much, Ross.